Now, when I was a kid, I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I didn't have any context as to what an entrepreneur really was or what it meant, but I was always enamored with Arnold Palmer. How many of you know Arnold Palmer by chance? That's more than I get normally. How many of you know he was actually the one that was the first agency to manage influencers? So Arnold Palmer, and the reason I call him kind of the OG social media influencer is he actually had a following that was so intense, it was called Arnie's Army. He had realized that his attention and his ability to captivate an audience, and his audience was so big it actually got named. But prior to him, there was no real athletes that had that type of attention, especially in the golf world. You know, occasionally athletes would get some money for a cigarette commercial back in the 60s, but they weren't really understanding how much their attention was worth. So he actually founded the Golf Channel. So he realized that his love and his passion for the game of golf, if he could create a mechanism or a channel to distribute more of the content, then he could start to monetize it and share his passion with the world. He started to connect the thing that he cared about most and then just created the platform. And then he partnered up with his actual agent, Mark McCormick, and they founded IMG. IMG to this day, they're now called Endeavor, but they were the first agency to sign celebrities, sports athletes, and help them get contracts. To this day, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, LeBron James is actually a client of Endeavor, plus a number of celebrities. So most of where this started came from those principles, but they go back down to the root of finding that passion and being able to align it to build a platform. The platforms we use, whether it be TikTok, Facebook, they will come and go. But if you take the time to establish who you are, establish your identity and mission, it will help you move forward towards building your own platform, building your own personal brand, and then being able to transition to build whatever customers you want. And as you build that audience, there's a really good article from Kevin Kelly called 1,000 True Fans. As you build that audience, you start to build a mechanism, much like Arnie did with the Golf Channel, where regardless of what platform they build, that audience will follow you wherever you go. That's the mechanism to launch products, to build the things that you can monetize and ultimately make a bigger impact. I just wanted to leave you with one last thing.